Well, it's finally time for another proper book review. And as you can see, I've shaved off my beard and I'm already growing it back again every spring or every few months or so. Probably about quarterly, I have to do this hard restart on my face because those of you who grow beards know what I mean. You hit a point where it's like a bunch of Brillo pads attached to your face. So hit that point, did the reset, now I'm growing it back. So anyway, here I am, and always try to choose the most unflattering lighting possible so that my humanity is on full display. This is, on with the book review, this is Demolition, The Art of Demolishing, Dismantling, Imploding, Toppling, and Razing by Helene, Liss, with the Luzo family of Controlled Demolition, Inc. And this book was published in 2000. And I'm sure many of you who are watching this have already see where I'm going with this, but interesting story. Overall, this is a pretty simple, straightforward picture book more than anything else. Great stuff in here about demolishing buildings. And I bought this on clearance in, I think, late 2000. So not long after it was published. Picked it up at Half Price Books, as I am wont to do. And of course, I'm fascinated by explosives and special effects and that sort of thing. So got this and just immediately devoured it cover to cover and put it on my shelf, and that was that. And then 9/11 happened. And as fate would have it, this is almost like one of those foreshadowing scenes in a movie where someone finds an important clue prior to it being important, and they don't really understand what they have yet, and then the big event happens, and then they're like, oh, hey, we have that such and such back at the such and such. And anyway, that's kind of how this was, because right after 9/11, when there's talk of the buildings 1 and 2 and building 7, talk of those buildings being imploded started happening, I dug out this book, and I was surprised at how relevant it was, almost like prophecy. You could see little puffs of smoke, just exactly like you saw with the Twin Towers. So this was an amazing reference work to use in conjunction with a lot of the pictures from 9/11, because somewhere also in my library I have a bunch of periodicals that I bought right around the week of 9/11. Newsweek, People Magazine, anything I could get my hands on. And a lot of those had pictures of the buildings falling down. And you see those little telltale puffs of smoke coming out at very clear intervals in there. So this is one of those books that if you're fascinated with explosives, controlled demolitions, that sort of thing, it's a fun picture book. Even has a little flip book in the margin so you can watch a building being imploded at your leisure. But more importantly, for the students of parapolitical topics, you will find this to be a great reference book in regards to controlled demolitions that most likely occurred on 9/11. So it's a fascinating reference, and it's good to show people who are not kind of in the know. I would dig this book out and show people. Would get out my People magazine and this demolition book side by side and show them the pictures of what a controlled demolition versus 9/11 looked like. And they were virtually the same pictures. Anyway, that I stumbled across this the other day in cleaning up my office, and decided to move it into its proper position with the rest of my 9/11 literature. But anyway, I'll keep it short and sweet, but that is Demolition, The Art of Demolishing, Dismantling, Imploding, Toppling, and Razing by Helene, Liss, with the Luzo family of Controlled Demolition, Inc. And interesting aside about the Luzo family, there were a lot of people that pointed to them as possibly being involved in some of the controlled demolitions of 9/11. Whether they were or not, who knows? I don't know. But I do find that interesting that they actually had to, I think at one point, issued a public statement to try to get people to back off of them and attention on their family, because they were kind of considered the controlled demolition royalty, so to speak. So, yeah, fascinating book, an important reference if you are a serious 9/11 researcher. Now, a word about my shirt. I don't know if you can see, just so every now and then I'll wear this shirt and I'll have people go, whoa, dude, are you shilling for Pfizer? No, I'm not. And if you read the fine print, you'll see Pfizer, quote, we're making a killing, end quote. Get it? So anyway, fun little t-shirt that I made to wear to get myself in trouble. And it works out to get me in trouble with pretty much everybody across the spectrum. So anyway, I'll hopefully be recording some more proper book reviews soon. Just finished up a couple of books, so I'll be talking about those soon enough. But thanks again for watching and for your patience in this bizarre format and crazy voyage that I'm on. So hopefully there's some nuggets of truth spread across the 300 some videos that I've put out into the ether.